All right, today we're talking about confidence killers. These are communication techniques, tips, whatever you want to call it, that will help you be more confident in how you speak. Uh, Stick around. We are looking at ways that you communicate, whether be it at work or at home, and phrases that you're saying that are just killing your confidence. So I'm going to go through 6 of these that I've identified I do myself. Some of these I've done today. Some of them I'm going to try to avoid doing on this video. And we're starting out with number 1, and that's using the question, does that make sense? Look, I get it. You explained a long, complex set of information, and you want to make sure that the other person doesn't have any questions. So instead of saying, does that make sense? Just ask them, what questions do you have? You're going to get the same outcome, and it's going to make you look a lot more confident. So do not ask the question, does that make sense? Drop it from your vocabulary or whatever. That's the first one. The next one is big. This one is rambling or over-explaining. I once heard someone say that over-explaining is like negotiating with yourself, because eventually you're gonna talk yourself out of whatever you're trying to explain or persuade the other person to do. Cut it out by just making the point, and then, as we mentioned before, ask the question. What questions do you have? The third one is hard for me. I don't know why, but I've gotten in the habit of saying, I'll be honest. And that's a confidence killer, because what other option is there? Do you typically lie to the person and this is the one time you're being honest? What does that even mean? Cut out the preface, I'll be honest, to help increase your confidence, because that's killing it. And then next up is absolutes. This is when you use words like never or always. Now, there are times when those words are acceptable and you're describing something that happens all of the time. But don't use the words never or always abundantly, because let's be real here. Not everything happens all the time. Not everything happens never. What this indicates is that you are exaggerating, and it lowers your confidence. So instead of saying this always happens, say I've seen this happen most of the time. And it's a lot more confident. It makes it, it's more clear that you're not exaggerating. This is kind of like using the word literally in every sentence. When somebody says literally all the time, I cringe, because that usually doesn't mean they're actually being literal. So cut out absolutes. Don't use phrases like always and never if you can. And the next one is another preface that I use a lot, and that is, I think. If you have an opinion, state your opinion. Just say, option B looks a lot better than option C, instead of saying, I think option B is better than option C. What you're doing is you're creating a buffer. You're creating an out. You're creating an opportunity for the other person to say, yeah, I get that you think that, but that's not the case. So instead of saying, I think, just tell them what you really think and leave that part out of it. So drop the I thinks, and that will help improve your confidence. Last but not least is asking someone permission to ask them a question. Using phrases like, sorry to bother you, may I ask you a question? That drops your confidence. It's it does nothing for it. Just ask the question. Don't ask permission to ask the question. Just ask your question. So these are 6 tips to help improve your confidence. Let me know in the comments what you've seen other people or yourself do that drops confidence, and how they can improve it, because we all want to learn and grow from each other, and this is a safe space to do it.